Students, will go with the last distribution. In the previous distribution we have studied with exponential distribution. Now we are going to study with the normal distribution. Now what do I mean by normal distribution? To define the continuous probability distribution having the probability density function f of x. Now we are talking continuous means we are going to talk in terms of f of x is given by f of x equals to 1 upon sigma root of 2 pi e raised to minus x minus mu the whole square upon 2 sigma square, where x value is minus infinity to plus infinity, mu value is minus infinity to plus infinity, and sigma is greater than 0. Such a distribution is called as what? Normal distribution. Then we will come across mean, variance and standard deviation of normal distribution. In normal distribution, here mean of the given distribution is same as the mean of the normal distribution. Then variance of the given distribution is always equivalent to the variance of the normal distribution. Similarly, standard deviation of the normal distribution is same as the given distribution. So here there you have to note there. So here note I have given the same what I have dictated now. Well, the next question is, the graph of the probability function f of x is a bell-shaped curve symmetrically about the line x equals to mu. Now we are going to talk x equals to mu. It is a bell-shaped curve, okay, which is symmetric about this line x equals to mu. Means whatever area is this side is equivalent to the area this side. The area at the left is same as the area at the right, okay. The line x equals to mu divides the total area under the curve, which is equal to 1. Means total area is 1. It will be divided into 50-50. So that is what? 0.5. This side it is 0.5. That side it is 0.5. So this is about the graph of that normal distribution. So we have to know with the important notation sum. Here phi of z is termed as the standard normal distribution, which is given by 1 upon root 2 pi integral 0 to z e raised to minus z square upon 2 dz, where z is known as the standard normal variate, which is given by z is equals to x minus mu upon sigma. This is known as what? The standard normal variate. So if I have to define for the probability, as we have already defined a to b, a less than x less than b, as to define it as integral a to b f of x dx. Now here this will be in terms of z. So probability that minus infinity less than or equals to z less than or equals to infinity will be defined as what? Integral minus infinity to plus infinity phi of z dz is equals to 1. Now this is going to be spoken about the line x equals to 0. Means the graph of the bell it will be symmetric about the 0 line, that is z is equals to 0. So from minus infinity to plus infinity, this is from minus infinity to plus infinity, this whole area is equivalent to what? 1. So whenever we are writing for probability of minus infinity less than or equals to z less than or equals to infinity, this means it is integral minus infinity to plus infinity phi of z dz. So its value will be 1. So if I am talking from probability of minus infinity less than or equals to z less than or equals to 0, means minus infinity to this 0. This means minus infinity to this 0 means this area. That is phi integral minus infinity to 0 phi of z dz. Its value will be how much? 0.5, because I told you it will divide the graph symmetrically, that is 50-50. So it will become 1 by 2. Next. Similarly, probability from 0 to infinity, from minus infinity to 0 it is 0.5, 0 to infinity will be also equals to 0.5, that is 1 by 2. This whatever I have written above the notation, p of 0 less than z less than or equals to infinity, can also be denoting as what? Z greater than or equals to 0, means from here. Greater than or equals to 0 means here further it is 1 by 2. Next. P of minus infinity less than z less than z1. What does this mean now? Minus infinity less than z1 means you have to take from minus infinity to 0, 0 to z1 somewhere here. If I draw for the figure for this, it will be like this. This if I take, suppose this as z1, means from minus infinity to 0 and 0 to z1. which can be written as what? Minus infinity to 0 means this whole area, which is 0.5, plus this area. Plus this area means it is phi of z1 you should write, means 0 to z1. And probability of 0 to z1 must be written as phi of z1. Understand the notation. Okay. Next, p of z greater than z2. Now what do I mean by z2? Now suppose this is like this, and suppose here it is z2. P of z greater than z2 means the area this side. So if I have to calculate the area this side means I have to take the whole area minus this area, correct? So this is P of z greater than or equals to 0. Whole area means greater than or equals to 0 minus P of 0 less than z z less than z2 means whole area minus this area will give you this area. So this is 0.5 minus phi of z2. So there are some illustrative problems to understand. They are asking us to find the area under the standard normal curve between z equals to 0 and 1.55. So to better understand, always draw for the graph. You will understand what exactly you have to calculate. Z equals to 0 to z equals to 1.5 means this area you have to calculate. So if I have to calculate this, means it is probability of 0 less than or equals to z less than or equals to 1.5 from 0 to 1.55. Means this notation, whenever it starts from 0 to some value, it can be written as phi of that value, the last value, that is phi of 1.55. Now to find this phi of 1.55, you will be given a standard normal curve, that is a normal distribution table, which we have to find for the values, from the table. Now what is that table value? You will be finding it at the last of the textbook. So to find it, you have to take here the table. 1 minute, I will show you. So this is normal probability table. This table you have to go with. They are asking us to find for phi of 1.55, as the question is phi of 1.55. How to find now? Please pay attention here. Phi of 1.55 means here 1.5 is here. So 1.5 under 0.5 means here it is 4.394, that is 0.4394. Here point is there, so it will become 0.4394. So this is your answer. Okay. So this is the area. This area of this curve will be 0.4394. Okay. So this is the first one. Next we are going to go with the second question. Area of the standard normal curve between minus 0.86 and z is equals to 0. So draw and take. Minus 0.86 means this side it will come, negative axis, and 0. Whenever I said you the graph is symmetric, if they ask you negative to 0 means it is understood we can take it as 0 to 0.86. See now this inequality sign will become less than when the sign will change. Minus 0.86 will become plus 0.86. This 0 will come first and 0.86 will come this side. So this is 0 to 0.86 means I told you write it as phi of 0.86. And to calculate phi of 0.86 again go for the table here. So 0.8 here and 6 means here you have to go. It is how much? 3051 means 0.3051. So is it here? Yes. Next, area of the standard normal curve between minus 0.44 to z is equals to 1.76. If you have to calculate, draw again for the figure. Minus 0.44 to 1.76 means minus means this side you have to take, and 1.76 means this side. Means total area is this area you have to calculate. So take the distribution from minus 0.44 to 0 plus 0 to 1.76 will give you this area. So I have distributed C. Now this is negative, so make it positive by taking first here 0, then 0.44 this side. This quantity will remain same. Now 0 to 0.44 if they say means phi of 0.44. 0 to 1.76 means what? Phi of 1.76. Calculate from the table and add this answer. That will be the area of this region. Next, area of the standard normal curve between z is equals to 0.57 to 2.49. 0.57 means this, 2.49 means this. So if I want this area, if you want this area means whole area minus this area will give you this area. And how much is this whole area? From 0 to minus infinity it is 1. Means it is, this will be calculated as, you can calculate this 0 to, that is 0 to 2.49 minus 0 to 0.57. So this will become phi of 2.49 minus phi of 0.57. Calculate the table value and subtract. Next, area of the standard normal curve to the right of z equals to minus 1.96. Right of means from here. From right means this side. So this area you have to find. If I have to find the area, minus 0.96 to 0, 0 to infinity, because right side means whole area. So this area you know it is 0.5, and add this area, how much it will become, that will be the total area. So if you have to calculate this, what I am going to do is, this becomes probability that minus 1.96 to 0 and 0 to infinity. And we know 0 to infinity it is 0.5. And this 0 to, when it say minus sign comes, means I told you to change the sign. This will become phi of 1.96. Add both the answers, that will be. These are the some illustrative problems which are going to help us to calculate for the actual problems. Okay. Now they will ask you to evaluate P of z greater than or equals to 0.85. Now if you have to calculate means what? Greater than or equals to 0.85 means this area you want. Whole area minus this area will give you this area. How much is whole area? 0.5 minus 0 to 0.85. This, when you subtract, that will be the answer. Now minus 1.64 to minus 0.88. Minus 1.64 to minus 0.88 means this area I want. So which can be interchanged now. This can be written first, this can be written this side, because signs are negative. So interchange it. So this means what? 0.88. This figure will change now when I change the sign. 0.88 to 1.64. If I have to calculate 0 to 1.64 to 0 to 0.88 means phi of 1.64 minus phi of 0.88 is this answer. Okay. Next, the third question, if this is P of z less than or equals to minus 2.43. Now minus is there, so change the inequality as greater than or equals to 2.43. Minus 2.43 will become plus 2.43. Only inequalities will change. Be aware of this. From the given it was what? Less than or equals to minus 2.43 means this was the region. Now greater than equals to means above here. So if I have to calculate, this area is this side. Okay, please change this. The area is, now it will become this side. So this whole area minus this area will give me this area. So 0.5 minus phi of 2.43 will give us our required value. Mod of z less than or equals to 1.94. Mod means what? It will take negative and positive value. Means the figure will be minus 1.94 to plus 1.94. Means this to this, this to this. Now negative value is there, so change it to positive. Isn't it both the probabilities are same here? It will become 2 times. And this becomes 2 times phi of 1.94. 2 times multiply the answer, that will be the area from minus 1.94 to plus 1.94. The next problem what I am taking is very important as per the exam point of view. If x is a normal variate with mean 30 and standard deviation 5, find the probability that a 26 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 40 and x greater than or equals to 45. You have to find the probabilities of these two quantities. Given is mean. Mean means mu is given 30. Standard deviation is 5. If you see above problems, we were talking all in terms of z. But given question is in terms of x. We have to turn out in terms of z. So to turn out to z, we have to know what is standard normal variate z is equals to x minus mu upon sigma, as I have explained previously. Now you are having x values. Find out what will be the z corresponding to this x values. So now x, when x is 26, what will be z now? Minus 0.8. If x is equals to 40, then z is 2. So means what you have to calculate is you have to calculate the probability of 26 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 40 means it is probability of minus 0.8 less than or equals to z less than or equals to 2. Now here I have explained in the previous now how to calculate this. Draw for the figure minus 0.8 to 2. If you have to find this area means minus 0.8 to 0, 0 to 2. If you add these answers, you will get the final answer. Negative is there, so it will become positive. So this becomes phi of 0.8 and this becomes phi of 2. From the table, calculate the values, add it, that will be the answer. Next, to find the probability of p x greater than or equals to 45. Now you turn out x in terms of z. So for x equals to 45, what is z we are getting? 3. Means p of x greater than or equals to 45 means p of z greater than or equals to 3. How to calculate now? Greater than or equals to 3 means here, more than 3. So if I want this area means whole area minus this area will give me the area of z greater than or equals to 3. So whole area is how much? 0.5 minus phi of 3. That will be the answer. So this way we are calculating for the problem. That is very important problem. This next problem is also important. In a test on electric bulbs, it was found that the lifetime of a particular brand was distributed normally with an average life of 2000 hours and standard deviation of 60 hours. If a firm purchases 2500 bulbs, find the number of bulbs that are likely to last for more than 2100 hours, less than 1950 hours and between 1900 to 2100 hours. Now to start, if you see here what they are given here, average life they have given. Average life means what? Mu is given. Standard deviation is given. If they give you mu and standard deviation means these questions are in terms of x. You have to convert those values in terms of z now. So to start, given you write. Then we know that standard deviation z is equal, standard normal variety is equals to z is equals to x minus mu upon sigma. Substitute mu sigma and substitute sigma. This is your z. Now they have asked us to find the probability that the area of the bulbs that are likely to last more than 2100. So change the x value in terms of z. So substitute x as 2100 in this formula, you will get 1.67. Means probability of more than they are saying, so greater than. X greater than 2100 means p of z greater than 1.67. Again draw for the figure. Greater than 1.67 means whole area minus this area. So 0.5 minus phi of 1.67. That will be your answer. That is the probability that the bulb may last for more than 21 hours. Out of how many bulbs it is? 2500. So multiply the probability with 2500. So how many bulbs will last for more than 2100? 119 bulbs. Next, to find the probability that the number of bulbs are likely to last less than 1950 hours. 1950 hours. So again convert this z, x in terms of z. Less than they are saying, so you write notation less. So less than minus 0.83 means what? Less than minus 0.83 means the graph will be less than. Okay, less than means this side it will come minus 0.83. So if I have to calculate means z greater than 0.83. Negative sign was there, so inequality changed to greater than 0.83. 0.83 means this area. So whole area minus this area will give me the area or the probability of the bulbs lasting for 1950 hours. So how many bulbs will last like that? Multiply 2500 to that. So total 508 bulbs will last for that. Okay. Similarly, to find the probability that the number of bulbs are likely to last between 1900 to 2100. So change for z and change for again z. So this will be equivalent to 0.16 and minus 0.16. Means probability of minus 1.6 less than z less than 1.6. Draw for the figure. I told you from minus 1.6 to 0, 0 to 1.67. As I told you, negative will change to positive and both the probabilities are same means it will become 2 times phi of 1.69. So into 2500 if you do, it is How many bulbs will last between 60, that is 1900 to 2100? It is 2263 bulbs. Okay. This also is a very important problem. In a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45 and 8% of the items are over 64. Find the mean and standard deviation. Now you have to find mu and sigma. In the previous problem, they had given mu and sigma. Now you have to find here mu and sigma. What they are saying, the normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45. 31% means it is probability given. Okay, items under 45 means you have to take x less than 45. That is, probability of x less than 45 is 31%. 31% means what? 31 divided by 100. That is 0.31. And 8% of the items are over 64. Over means take greater than 64. 8%. 8% means 0.08. We know that z is equals to, here we know that z is equals to x minus mu upon sigma, right? Standard normal variate. So as they are telling x is 45, find what is z. We don't know mu, we don't know sigma. So I don't have this value, so represent as z1. Next, x is 64, but I don't have mu and sigma, so denote that as z2. So this means what now? This means now, as per the given, I told you p of x less than 45 means it will get converted to what? X will turn out to z. And now we are 45. In terms of z, I have denoted it as what? Z1. Why did I denote it as Z1? Because I didn't have any value for this. Mu and sigma are unknown. So I have denoted this as Z1 for my further calculation. So this meaning P of x less than 45 means this will become P of z less than Z1 is equals to how much? 0.31. This will become what? P of z greater than Z2. I have denoted Z2 for x equals to 64. Greater than Z2 is equals to how much? 0.08. That only I have written over here. Now, P of z less than Z1 means what? Less than Z1 means here we are going to take 0.5. If I draw for the figure, less than Z1. Less than Z1 means this area. Means this area plus this area. So, I have taken 0.5 plus 5 of Z1. So, is equals to 0.31. P of z greater than Z2. Greater than Z2 means this area. How to calculate? Whole area minus 5 of Z2 is equals to 0.08. Shift this 0.5 this side. So it will become minus. Shift this 0.08 this side and this as this side. So you will get here 0.42 and 5 of Z1 as minus 0.19. From the table, find where is 0.19. From which value you are getting 0.19 you have to find now. So to find again you have in the table how we used to find their prior. Just a minute. We used to find what? We used to go for 1.5. We used to go for 1.5 under 5. Now you have to go in the opposite way. You have to check where is 0.19 now. Where is 0.19 you have to find. Here 0.11 is there, 0.15, 0.19 is over here. So 0.1915, you can randomly take this value 0.1915, that is 0.5. For 0.19 it is corresponding value is 0.5. So you denote this as what? Minus sign you keep it aside and write 5 of 0.5. Means for 5 of 0.5 it is 0.19. This negative sign as it is. So this 5 will get cancelled, means Z1 is equals to what? Minus 0.5. Next, similarly, now 0.42, where we are going to get now 0.42 from the table. Now here 0.40, 4.1 means 0.42 means over here. For which value we are getting? 1.4. So 5 of 1.4. Therefore Z2 is equals to what? 1.4. So as per the previous relation I had written here. What was the relation I had written? So this is, just a minute. Well, the relation written was Z is equals to 45 minus mu upon sigma is equals to Z1. Have you got Z1 now? Have you got Z2? So Z1 is how much we had got? Minus 0.5. Okay. So 45 minus mu upon sigma is equals to minus 0.5. 64 minus mu upon sigma is equals to Z2. Z2 is how much you have got? 1.4. That is only I have written here. Okay. So this, try to make it as a simultaneous equation in the form of mu sigma constant. Mu sigma constant. When you calculate on the calculator, you will get your mu and sigma value. Like this way, we are going to calculate for the sigma and mu value. It's a very important problem. So these were the problems of normal distribution, and this completes your module number 3. Thank you.